In a wild episode of The Graham Norton Show that aired last night, pop star Ed Sheeran had the whole studio cracking up with a sharp joke about Meghan Markle. The 34-year-old singer, famous for hits like Shape of You, was chatting about his brushes with royalty when he took a playful but pointed dig at the Duchess of Sussex. Meghan tried to royalize her acting career, but turns out she's more script than substance. Now she's scripting her own exit. Sheeran quipped, sending fellow guests into fits of laughter and even tears. Host Graham Norton wiped his eyes, saying it was the funniest line of the night. This bold jab has stirred up fresh controversy, with some calling it spot on while others label it as unfair bullying. It shines a light on ongoing gripes about Meghan's shift from Hollywood to palace life and back, painting her as someone who chased fame over family duty. Sheeran's joke didn't come out of nowhere, it built on his own real ties to the royals. He has hung out with Prince Harry before, even teaming up for a video on World Mental Health Day in 2019. On the show, Norton asked about those connections, and Sheeran shared how he respects the true grit of royal life. "I've seen up close how it's not all glamour," he said. "Some people dip in for the spotlight and dip out when the real work hits." This clearly nods to Meghan and Harry's 2020 step back from duties, known as Megxit. Sheeran's words back up critics who say Meghan treated the monarchy like a temp job. Validating the idea that her acting roots made her unfit for the long haul. To drive the point home, Sheeran recalled a funny story from his MBE award in 2017, where he accidentally touched Prince Charles, now king, on the shoulder, a big no-no in protocol. "I got a quick lesson in royal rules," he laughed. "But at least I stuck around to learn." Guests burst out laughing again, seeing the clear shade thrown at Meghan's quick exit after just a couple years. Reports from palace aides have long claimed she pushed for changes that clashed with traditions, like more control over her public image. Sheeran's joke validates those stories, showing her as someone who wanted the crown's shine without the strict code. The studio vibe was electric, with other guests like comedian Sarah Millican and actor Tom Holland joining in the fun. Millican teared up, saying, "Ed, that's gold, you nailed it." Norton tried to steer things, but Sheeran doubled down. "Look, I like Harry, but some moves just scream Hollywood script," he added. This ties into Meghan's past on the TV show Suits, where she played a sharp lawyer. Critics argue that role was all flair, much like how they see her royal stint, full of drama but short on substance. Sheeran's first-hand royal chats make his take feel real, not just cheap shots. Online, the clip went viral fast, with over 1 million views in hours. Hashtags like #EdRoastsMeghan topped trends. One fan tweeted, "Ed Sheeran just said what we've all thought, Meghan's all act, no action." But defenders fired back, calling it sexist or jealous. Still, Sheeran's clean image as a down-to-earth guy adds weight. In a 2021 interview, he praised the royals' quiet work ethic, something he implied Meghan skipped. This latest singer builds on that, making it seem like insider truth rather than gossip. Meghan's camp hasn't replied yet, but past patterns show they often hit back at unfair media. On the show, Sheeran brushed off any backlash. "It's just a joke, but there's truth in comedy," he said with a grin. This echoes complaints from British press about the Sussexes' California life, full of big deals like Netflix shows and books spilling family secrets. Sheeran's line about scripting her own exit points to their tell-all Oprah interview in 2021, where they aired grievances. It validates views that Meghan stirred drama for attention, not resolution. Norton, a master at handling wild moments, laughed hardest. "Ed, you're braver than me," he joked. The